Yes, lads, what is going on? Welcome to episode 56 of the Value of Talent podcast. I'm your host, Harry Trades, and with me, as always, the man, the myth, my brother, Federico. How are we doing, my friend?
Hello. No, we're doing very good, to be honest. It's an exciting midweek ahead, to be honest. For some of us out there, I don't know if you have placed some good teams or not. Has been a great season, to be honest. Ups and downs in Sorare. I think we can talk about it. It's kind of the end of the season already. Like, I think we have in most major leagues, we have 2 games left. In some, we even have 1 game left. I think in Dutch league, we have 1 game left, something like that. And yeah, so now for some people, the most awaited time of the year, the summer period, where only MLS and Argentinians and Brazilian play, is coming up. Some people do love that period, me included. I think that's my favorite period on Sorare, especially because I don't have to watch all the games because I just basically sleep and I wake up and know what happens, but I still have all my lineups, but I kind of have a free weekend. Yeah, it's gonna be great. We have to talk about the play sharper situation. And all the new services popping up and how Sorare has been and what's up to come for next season probably, and talk a bit about footy. So
Yeah,
what do you want
a
to
bit of
talk about
everything.
first, brother?
I mean, first of all, I want to give a little shout out to everyone in the chat. So we've got Alex Coombs, top of the chat there. Johnny as well. Johnny, what's going on, mate? We got Raul, Matthew. Matty's in there.
Perfect.
Good evening, lads. Wonderful day. I appreciate that, Matty. I hope you have a wonderful day yourself as well. Christian as well. What's going on, mate? Tom's in here. And Jonathan. But yeah, I really appreciate the comments, lads. If you're lurking, then that's fine. You don't need to make yourself aware, I guess, or make yourself known. Sorry. Yeah. But that's fine. No, I appreciate you all being here. Obviously, we haven't had a podcast for a few weeks. Various
2
reasons
weeks.
why. 2 weeks, yeah. Nothing too serious why we haven't. I didn't feel very well Friday after the deadline stream. We were going to do it after that. But I had to call that one off. I can't remember the week before that, but yeah, regardless, we're back. And yeah, I mean, the kind of overarching topic was going to be, is Sorare a better game now than it's ever been, basically. So I think that'll be like the main talking point if we can. But of course, we're going to stray off topic, as Feda mentioned. There's loads of things to catch up on. We'll try and dive into everything if we can. If we forget something, obviously, just let us know in the chat, and we'll obviously, bring it back up. G Worms, what's going on, mate? And Agent Cooper's in here as well. I appreciate you all being here, lads. But yeah, Feda, up to you where you want to start, mate. I know we haven't spoke for a few weeks.
Just 2 weeks, and yes, it's my personal issue to myself. It's been a very chaotic time as well in work. I'm having the new work since 4 months now, so it's just filling in, and yeah, I'm gonna take off 2 weeks now, from next week on from work. Nice. So I'm gonna go on a little vacation. Amazing. Let's see if we can do a pod there, because I'm in a country where it's not gonna be that easy to get internet for me.
Can we try and guess where you're gonna be?
Yeah, you can try and guess where I'm gonna go.
Is it in Asia?
Yeah, it's gonna be in Asia.
Oh, what a guess!
What a guess, right?
Let me think. I mean, I've never visited that part of the world, so I'm gonna guess either Bali or Thailand.
Nah, it's nothing for this vacation. I'm more the guy liking to walk around streets and cities. I'm not a beach guy,
Okay, fair. Yeah. Okay, Japan?
No, it's not going to be Japan. So what's left?
China?
Yeah, I'm going to go to China on Sunday. We're going to fly to China.
Wow.
And going to see the big, great country. And as some of you know, there's the big, great firewall in China. So not every service is going to be available. So I don't know if I'm going to be able. Hopefully I'm going to be able to do a podcast, but I can't promise. So that's why but that's what I promise. From June on, I'm going to be way more consistent. Me on my part for sure. And we're going to bring the content out and shoot it out and get together as a community again and talk about what we love. And then, as I said before in the intro of the video, it's gonna be MLS season, baby. So
that's the big one. I know. Yeah, I mean, I was saying to, I can't remember who I was saying it to, but I'm just kind of not fed up of European football, but I'm just really excited.
Yes, I am fed up. I can't. I need a break. Like for
especially
real, I need a
DMP
break.
wise, right? Yeah, like it's just too hard to predict right now. Like we're at that stage of the season, like you said, one game left in certain leagues, 2s and 3s in others, or whatever. Playoffs
Brother,
and no playoffs and title
I
races and
can't
relegations.
anymore.
There's just too much, man. There's too much.
I can't anymore. Like I'm very happy after this week. I'm gonna enjoy the last week of the European football because this week is gonna be the last week, I think, where every European league is playing. And
Okay.
then further on, there's no German league, for example. Some second divisions are already gone, and I think Dutch league, as I said, is done, and I think the Belgian league as well. But I'm not certain on that.
Yeah, I think they have a couple, 3 maybe.
Yeah,
Two
yeah,
or
they have
three.
some because of this playoff system. I never really understood, but
Yeah, it's a weird one. It's a weird one.
especially now the last part of the season, especially in Belgium. I hate that part of the season because you have this playoff style, and then your cards always just play against good opponents, and so they never really score great, to be honest.
Yeah.
So that's
Balikwisha.
like Balikwisha, Sene
Yeah.
Lammers. This man can't keep a clean sheet if his life depended on it, like for real. Or
Yeah, but then
Martin Van der Voort or whatever.
yeah, he's had a tough one, hasn't he? Van der Voort's had a really tough time.
Do we
Genk
think
have.
Leyson's gonna be the next
I
starting
don't
for
know.
Genk?
I mean, he's being bought by Leuven, and so they would have to buy him back, like Genk would.
But is he gonna stay at Leuven?
I don't know. I mean, right now they're playing the other goalie. They're playing Petroto, however you pronounce it. So
it's a mess.
I mean, yeah, that was the rumor, wasn't it? Yeah, I don't know. It depends what Genk do if they want to go someone younger, because
They
yeah, as we've
surely
seen,
have a.
maybe they could go for
surely-
Kook though. Kook could go there because he's out of contract, but he
brother,
came from Genk initially, like as a youth player, and then moved.
You
So
think they go for Kook?
I don't know. I don't know. It depends how much money, because they'll have to spend good money on Leyson to get him back.
They have a
sure of
buyback
it.
clause for sure. For sure, they have a buyback.
They must
clause.
have. Yeah, they must.
They have for sure, 1,000%. They probably have a buyback clause of 1.2 million or 1.5 million, and then it wouldn't make sense to get him back because A, he's young. B, you can develop him. C, he's your
Could sell him
youth
for more.
academy, and
Yeah.
he used to be at your freaking club until 7 months ago, basically. So
Right.
that
Yeah.
it's the same that's going to happen with Dinamo Zagreb. They're going to buy back Kavlina for sure, and he's going to become the new Dinamo Zagreb keeper. Unfortunately, U23 is not as interesting to me anymore.
Yeah, I'm
So
on the same
that
page with you.
I'm not super keen on just buying Kavlina for the U23 because he's gonna be a U23 monster.
Right.
Because Dinamo Zagreb is still gonna be a powerhouse in the Croatian league. Nobody thought they would win this season, but they still won the season this year. So it's gonna happen again next year. So
probably.
I don't quite understand why, because Nevzdic has been very good the last games, but this coach doesn't like him really much, and he's about to stay because he won the league. So
that makes sense. David Taylor says here Van Kronberg might or should start next season, and then they've got another young keeper. Yeah.
True. Van Kronberg is there. I forgot that. The Mr. Oldie. He's a.
Have you seen Jonathan's boy Peretz from Bayern to Anderlecht? Maybe.
Yeah, that's gonna happen. Maybe. Yeah. I'm not too sure but probably it's gonna happen because Ulreich is number 2 and he needs some space, Peretz, and
he needs game time, doesn't he?
But the thing is, if it's gonna go to Anderlecht or he's gonna go to something like Kräuter Fürth or something like that, because Bayern Munich also likes to just give it to second division or
keep him in the German league.
Or in the German league, exactly. Yeah. And they don't really appreciate loaning that out. The only one they did that to is Zirze. They lent him to Anderlecht, so maybe they have good connections. Yeah, connections. But do we think Leyson, because I won him and I'm not sure what to do with him.
I mean,
should we
at worst case, I don't know. I mean, at worst case, he's going to still be at Leuven, right? I can't see him leaving the Belgium league right now.
But is he going to start for Leuven now?
I'd be shocked if he doesn't. Surely he has too much. I mean, he's only not starting because the manager said he wants to rotate because the season's done.
Yeah, the season is done.
He's been really good. He hasn't been a flop. He's actually been really good for them. So there's just no way his stock's down. Like
he is good, to be honest. He's a very
he's a
good
great
keeper.
shot stopper. Like he's not huge.
I'm actually
but like,
Sending
he's real
Lamens as
good.
well. Bro,
He looks
Samuel
really good.
Lamens,
Yeah.
he's very good. I can't see him not start somewhere next season, like for real.
Because Butez is going to leave, I've heard, right?
Not Buddhist, but why should you not play him? He's certainly more. You can do more with him than with Buttes in the long run. Financially, from the club wise, his youth product and everything, Belgium youth national and whatever.
Right.
It's the same a bit what happened to Verbruggen and Van Krombrugge. Yeah, so basically, you want to develop those guys because you can sell those guys for much bigger money. They won't sell Buttes for 40 million. They might have a chance to sell Lamens for 20 millions one day,
Yeah, like a what's his name? Verbruggen type of situation,
Exactly.
Yeah, the Premier League money.
Premier League money.
Premier League money. Boys are
It's
saying
gonna
in
be
there.
A big goalie carousel, anyways. Next season, I think.
Is there anything harder in Sorare than getting a reliable goalkeeper? It feels like goalkeepers have just been like mental this year, more than ever, more than any other year. Like Real Madrid having like 3 starters. I know like Courtois was injured, but like there's just been so many injuries for goalkeepers this year. It's been ridiculous.
That's gonna be interesting as well, because if Lunin is gonna win the league, is gonna win the Champions League,
right?
You can't bench him next year. Like, what the hell are you gonna do?
Do you not think?
But you can't bench Courtois as well.
Can't bench Courtois, right? It's like
so Lunin is probably gonna go to some Premier League club.
Yeah, I was gonna say, where does he go? It's only Premier League, right? It can only be Premier League.
But which Premier League club except of Chelsea needs a goalie? Like of the bigger ones.
They'd have to pay good money as well, like crazy good money. Yeah. I mean, nobody. Like I can't think of any.
Yeah, nobody. Like
Liverpool United.
Literally nobody.
Tottenham don't.
Tottenham don't. No.
I mean, no. Raya's been good for Arsenal.
No, they love. No, Arteta loves Raya.
I know. Yeah, there's nobody.
There's nobody.
But then there's nobody like on that tier below, like your Villas, like Emi Martinez, Nick Pope. There's some really good goalkeepers out there. So
it's only Chelsea, but I think Chelsea's gonna go for Diego Costa, something like that. I think Diego Costa's gonna go to Chelsea.
That feels like quite likely.
Chelsea buy.
He's a Chelsea buy, isn't it? Yeah, it's a Chelsea buy.
He's a Chelsea buy. He's a Chelsea. He's a 70 million Chelsea buy for sure. 100%, brother.
To get dropped halfway through the season. 100%.
100%. Like Diego Costa is the pinnacle of a Chelsea buy for real.
That's a good point. Mamardashvili's probably.
Yeah, he doesn't. He's
moving in.
He has no. Yeah, Mamardashvili.
No bias.
I think Mamardashvili we can see him still.
Lunin to Celtic.
That would be bad.
I've seen Alex McCarthy to Celtic, by the way. Have you seen that one?
Nah, that's crazy. That's what happened, brother.
I swear.
Man, he's gonna. This life is guy you have. He's moving back to the Cyprus.
Yeah, where's he going?
He's going to Cyprus.
He definitely.
Yeah, it's done.
Interesting.
I was looking buying one as well, but then I got the notification because he has great AA.
Yeah, he's a good
player.
Great AA. I'm surprised he hasn't cashed in on a little MLS move or something.
Yeah, maybe MLS moves too. True.
Because they're in season,
Roy's gonna go to MLS probably.
Really, yeah.
And I'm hearing about Herving Lozano, Sergio Ramos, all going to San Diego FC, something like that. So San Diego FC. But San Diego FC is basically playing from next on year, so why the hell should you play a half
It's Landon Donovan's. It's Landon Donovan's team, I think, isn't it?
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Yes.
I don't know. I mean, it helps because there's an extra team in the MLS right now, isn't there? There's like an odd number of teams, so one team has a bye. By the way, Emmanuel Reynoso, he's back in the country. He's back in Minnesota. He's back in Minnesota. He was watching like a high school game, and he had like a picture with 3 like 17-year-old kids. I've seen it on Instagram or boys, not in a weird way, but you know what I mean. Like he was just there supporting. Yeah. Or it might have been Minnesota's under U18s or something, but he was in the crowd and people were asking for pictures.
So he's back.
But yeah, listen to this. Led told me this. I can't remember if he told me on stream or not. I don't think. Maybe he did say on stream. Anyway, some guy like a reporter said Emmanuel Reynoso will only come back into the country when it's 70 degrees or higher, like temperature. He won't go to Minnesota when it's colder than that. And that guy predicted he would be back on like the week of the 18th of May, which is like next week, right? Technically, or whatever. He's ended up coming back a week early because like the temperature was 70 plus this week. So the guy's like got it on the dot. Well, he's a week off in terms of like him coming back. I don't know if that is the legit reason, but that is what Laird told me about this beat writer that writes from Minnesota. I don't know how true it is, but it's a conspiracy theory that I like to get behind for sure.
Man, I like that conspiracy theory a lot, but I don't know but I don't know if he's gonna ever play for Minnesota again.
Oh, I know. I think he's done.
Not even if he's there, to be honest. Like they're probably gonna sell him in June to somewhere in Argentina because nobody else is gonna touch him. South America. Nobody's touching him in Europe. Nobody, not even the Turkish guys. It's just gonna go probably to Brazil, something like Cruzeiro or
him and Barriel. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, something like that. He's gonna go or Sao Paulo or whatever. But he Flamengo has no space for him, or Corinthians. But
Boca? Back to Boca?
Yeah, he's not gonna go back to Boca, brother.
No, they don't really buy anyone, do they? Like for good money?
They don't have any money, brother.
Yeah,
but Nico Valentini is probably going to be sold to Inter or some other club.
I couldn't believe when Isco said in the Argentinian group chat that he only earns $200 a month.
No, he earns more than 200.
Isco put in the chat either he earns 200 a week or 200 a month.
That's cap.
I don't know.
Nico Valentini is 23, U20. He played for Argentina. He's not earning $200 a month. Well, brother, that's a cap. I'm sorry, Isco. It was
either 200 a week or 200 a month. I don't remember exactly what he said, but I seen 200.
Even 200 a week, it's 800 a month. This guy played. Scaloni already called him up into the national team. He's not gonna
But that's nothing to do with but that's nothing to do with your Boca contract, really.
Even Mr. Injured Lanzini is earning 1.5 million a year.
He's way older, but I know. Okay. I thought it was crazy.
23.
I know.
So Valentini is 23, so it's not his first contract.
Right.
So
fair enough.
If he would have been maybe 17, that would be the youth contract.
Like Baco maybe or something. Yeah.
But he's 23, so it's already he has a professional contract. Right. So he probably.
I know it sounded weird, but
isn't he full of tattoos as well? Like tattoos cost money. He can't.
I saw who was it? Someone's son he was 14 and he had like hand tattoos, like an ex-pro's son, basically. Who was it?
Yeah, man. So many in Argentina. With 12, it's allowed. Brother, Gianluca Prestiani. Gianluca Prestiani, the guy from
has
Benfica,
he was
15 and he's already tattooed up completely, you know.
It's like the ultimate 15. Flex out there, isn't it? Like that is.
But even when he played for Vélez, you know.
Oh, okay, yeah. They do it young.
They do it very young.
I can't blame him though. Rahul says maybe 200K a month. That's definitely not true.
That's certainly not true as well.
100%.
Nobody
maybe 2K. Maybe 2K.
Maybe Carlos Tevez earned that one day, but nobody else in the history of Argentina earned that money.
Right. Yeah.
In football.
Agent Cooper said Reynoso turning up halfway through the season to show Messi and Lucho how it's who's boss. That'd be fun, but boss. I don't see it. It doesn't look like there's a way back for him. But right, let me get back on topics. Let's have 5 minutes or so on Play Sharper then, because I know you want to mention it. We haven't spoke since that was literally
how are you doing it now? The most important question I have is how are you and Quinny doing it now with the stream?
So we've only done 2 streams since it happened. Obviously, it happened on that Friday, didn't it? So it happened the Friday morning, and then obviously we streamed, and that one was a bit tricky, obviously, and so was the second one. But obviously we're using Sor Data, and then, there is a lot of other sources. I know it's not in a concise format now, like on one website, like it was on Play Sharper, but you can still. I'm in this Discord. Is it Sorare Inside? I think it's called.
Yeah, from DJ.
Yeah, so that looks really nice right now. I'll be honest. I can see, even though it's on Discord, which is fine for me. Quinny's not a big Discord guy, so I got that up, and I like that. I think that one's quite easy to show. Still not.
Yeah, I hate Discord, to be honest.
Yeah, it's quite tricky with the threads, but it's a workaround. It's a good workaround for now.
I understand that.
Yeah. Other than that, though, mate, yeah, it's just like for the big 5 leagues, you can kind of go on, your football fantasies. We know all them, Liga Insider, like those work for that. But yeah, mate, no, it makes it tricky. It does. Like it's not, it's not something that there's an easy transition into because we don't have an alternative right now. Will we have one in the start of the European season that looks as good as Play Sharper and has a website? I don't think so. Maybe in the next 5 months. I don't know. I don't know how long it takes.
Do you think it was
Go
Do you
on.
think it was a mistake from Sorare to not help Play Sharper in a way, or
I think Play
or
Sharper.
do you think that
I don't know all the ins and outs of it, but I think people would have paid
Milan.
£2 or £3. I know there was a no ad version or whatever, but I think if you just put the whole of the predictions behind a paywall and said, okay, it's £2 or £3 a month, maybe even 5. Let's just call it £5 a month for argument's sake, flat number. I think thousands of people sign up to that. Now, look, I'm not getting into the ins and outs of the finances. I get it. You have to pay loads of different predictors, and it gets tricky. I don't know if it works as a model, but I know. Well, I would have certainly for a fact paid £5 a week or month, to see a concise website full of predictions. They might not always be right, but they do save you a lot of time at the end of the day, and that's what you're buying. You're buying time, or time saved. And yeah, that's my opinion. I think a lot of people would have done the same thing. The no ads thing was just a bit tricky. Like,
agree?
Paying for the no ad model is a bit weird because you can still have it for free. People don't mind ads really. So the issue was there was no incentive to buy, or pay. So it was one of them where he had to put the whole thing behind a paywall, I think, and go, look, boom. If you want to see these predictors, give us £5. And I think a lot of people would have done it because people have realized, despite Sor Data doing a great job and they have their top 10 and it works great in some ways as well, it was nice having both, I think. I think it really helped. And not having it is a big miss.
I like
big miss
Andrew.
to the community.
I like Andrew. I like Sor Data, but I kind of, since they only have the star membership now, I'm not so sure if I need it anymore because I don't use Sor Data that much. You know what I mean?
I get that.
And I don't like the predictions on Sor Data too much. They fooled me too many times. And
it's got better, I will say. I'm not sick of it.
It's got
but
better.
they have got.
But I don't want to bash
better.
Sor Data at any cost because I had great memories. I had great fun with Sor Data, and
but sometimes you outgrow things. Like there's no harm in you saying that you don't need to use Sor Data as much as you used to.
But for sure, it has its benefits and it has its place in the Sor ecosystem. For sure, it's massively. Just I just know who I'm gonna play, what I'm gonna play, and how I'm gonna play, basically. And at the beginning of Cap to 40, I have to seriously say I loved the lineup builder, and I still loved it to the day I canceled my subscription, because for the Cap to 40s and to Cap to 70s, it was great. Like the lineup builder for that was amazing. But that's gone in summer. So that's why from May on I don't have Sor Data anymore because the European season is done basically, and I don't need it anymore. And plus I'm now affiliated with Sorare probabilities anyways. I'm an expert there now. I'm an expert now.
I didn't know.
I make some of the Italian lineups for Serie A. So
okay, I didn't
know that.
Congratulations.
I'm gonna do that for fun.
Clap for Feta.
Yeah, for Inter, Juve, and Napoli.
Okay.
I wanted Milan too, but he didn't want to give me Milan because he had another.
Okay, yeah.
Another guy
that's
who
probably your most knowledgeable one, right?
Yeah, Inter, Juve, and Milan are the three I know the most, and yeah, that's gonna be fun. And he also has. I don't know if I ever showed you this tool, but I think I did.
I've been on there. Yeah.
Yeah, and he also has the lineup projections, how much points he's projected to get this player.
Right.
Plus, he also has really good experts now on the app that he got from Play Sharp, obviously, because, for example, Mike is on the app. The only guy I trust for Croatian football. The only guy.
Michael Mila, that guy?
Yeah, Michael Mila. He's doing the Croatian lineups there. Isco is doing the River and the bigger Argentinian one. So basically everything I need is on that platform for me.
Right. Well, if that suits you, then, what's the harm in,
Exactly. And I'm going to do now the Italian one. So I'm going to get that with a big discount to the platform. So why should I do something else? And I'm gonna make my research for Inter, especially for Milan and Juve, because I played those decks and Napoli now anyway. So I just can put the lineups for the other guys as well.
Yeah, you're doing the work anyway. You just
Yeah, exactly.
keep putting it there for the public to see, I guess.
Exactly. Only Inter have 2 players, but I always check if Pavard plays or not, and by doing that, I already know how Inter is gonna play, basically. So I said I can do Inter as well, and it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna see how it works, and everything. But it's excited, and I like what I like about this platform is that basically I can import my players as you do in Sor Data and the other things, and I import my players and I see behind the player the probability how much he starts, what point projections, and done basically. And but last thing I wanted to say on our Play Sharp, I think it was a miss from both parties, from Play Sharp and from Sorare. I think Sorare could have helped Play Sharp, because I think Play Sharper was pretty important for the Sorare system and the ecosystem for a lot of players to understand, to navigate, to make Sorare easier, because Sorare is a very difficult game and they should intensify to make it easier as much as possible, not make them any hurts on top of it. Right. But I think it was also a very bad reaction from Play Sharp to just shut down everything immediately, instead of just say, okay, look, guys, Sorare is not wanting to cooperate with us. If you still want to use our service, you can have it for £2 or £3, as you said, and done. But so I think that was a miscommunication from both sides. And unfortunately, us users were the ones that suffered the most from it. But now, as always, if somebody dies, new come up, and we saw that. I'm not biggest fan of Sorare Insight of Discord, but Sorare Insight is made very, very great. DJ made a very good job. Unfortunately, some experts just don't post as frequent, or maybe because he doesn't pay them. I don't know. I have to talk to him to understand how it works. But for example, I use Play Sharper, but I could just play for my talk for myself. I use Play Sharper mostly for the sporting lineup and for the Dutch lineups.
Right.
And for the Dutch lineups, I can still use Sorare Insight, so I'm fine. You understand what I mean?
Yeah. No, I mean, that's the thing. It's going to suit people, and it's not going to suit others. Like if you have quite a few stacks, it's easier to navigate.
It's just stupid that the Discord one, you can't basically upload your gallery and check as you could on Play Sharper or on Sorare Data or on Sorare Probabilities or however those systems called, and just see your players with a number of how much he's basically gonna start. That's just a lot of more work to do, and I think Sorare should be the intensive of Sorare to make this game as easy as possible. But on a positive,
go on.
Yeah, you please tell me what you wanted to say.
I was just going to say, I just don't think Sorare play the game the way we do. Obviously, the people who
they don't understand, and that's the biggest problem.
They don't understand at the end of the day, as much as we do, and people who take this game really seriously, quote unquote, like it takes a lot of research, it takes a lot of time, and tools
it's quite difficult to play.
Us.
It's exactly because
not taking them away. It was his, Spice's idea to do that, and like you said, both parties were probably at fault in some ways and whatever. I don't know the ins and outs of it, but ultimately, we've got a third party site now that isn't here anymore, and it does make the game harder for a lot of people,
much harder. And Sorare doesn't understand that, and Sorare needs to understand that. And I think that should be the number one priority of Sorare, to actually start learning how the game is played. Because if they would understand that, they wouldn't also change the rules every 3 months, basically, because the people get annoyed at that. And if you're obviously sitting on your big palace up the hill and you can't really see what's going down there, it's going to happen, obviously. So they should understand their own game, and then they also can start understanding how to market it, because you cannot market Sorare as an easy game, because it is not. Rivals, not even Rivals is an easy game. It's you need a bachelor for Rivals and you need a master for Sorare, basically. That's what I always say. And only if you understand the product, you can really, really, really. And I'm not saying they don't understand their own product, but they need to feel how the user really feels. And yeah,
I think they've got better, but yeah, they're still not there, are they? Because they've done the user focus groups and all that.
To be honest, the user focus groups I haven't heard much of them recently. I think,
yeah, neither have I.
And that doesn't sound promising to me, to be honest.
Well,
at all.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, good
but
point.
As I said, I think we're in a big transition phase at the moment. This is not Sorare how it will be in August. Sorare is going to be completely different. Price pools will look completely different. They will be diverse. It's going to be a mess how to play. They will need to figure out what you do with all these excessive cards that you now play in All-Star, capped to 20, capped to 40, capped to 70, because these revisions are going to go away. All the other in-season cards are now off-season cards, so you need where you want to play those. If you already play 6 lineups, you can't play 3 of them are gone or what. So there's a lot of thinking to be done from their side before the end of the season, before the start of the new season. I think I have a good option that they will start selling in-season cards before the season even starts, which is a good thing. Don't get me wrong, it's a very good thing, to be honest. And I hope that they understood our proposal, or it's not our proposal that they should just auction the cards when the freaking demand is the highest for them. But I'm getting tired of saying that, so I'm not going to say that anymore. But yeah, it's going to be a wild ride, and I'm seriously looking forward how it's going to be in summer and in August and in September, and how the game's going to develop, because now it's, as you said, we are at the end of Europe, everything dying down, everybody looking forward to the summer holidays, not everybody playing MLS, and yeah. And also, what I wanted to say about it, I also just want MLS to play, because I think Challenger is so freaking competitive. I think Challenger is as competitive as Champion, in my opinion, like, for real.
Yeah, I agree.
And I just want it to be not as competitive anymore. But with the Dutch league playing, it's going to be hard. It's going to be very, very hard.
I agree. I mean, that PSV team's going to get split up a little bit, isn't it? There's no way they all stay. Like, Veerman's definitely off. Like,
yeah, but Veerman, it's going to be the same next year if PSG is playing against Pitt at Zwolle. It's going to be the same. It doesn't matter if Malik Tillman plays there, or Veerman.
Or Joey Veerman. Yeah, I know.
It doesn't matter. You know what I mean?
I do.
And you don't have this disparities in other leagues. Like, the only league where you have those disparities is basically the Scottish league, the Belgian league, and not the Dutch league, the Greek league, and maybe the Croatian leagues. But nowhere else you have these immense disparities where you
between
have
top
two
and
teams
bottom.
where you have two teams that destroy the whole league, and the Portuguese league. Sorry, but nowhere else. Nowhere else. Like, even the Belgian league is pretty competitive. You have Anderlecht, you have Ghent, you have Genk, you have Brugge, you have Union, you have Antwerpen. You know.
You got really nice
7-8 good teams. Yeah, 7-8 good teams that can always win. And in Dutch league, what do you have? You have Ajax, Feyenoord, and PSV. Normally, Ajax has been bad this year, but they're now coming back. But so that's 3 teams that win every day against any other team of the league, except maybe except those 3. Then Celtic and Rangers, but even Rangers are second class to Celtic. To be honest, you know. And Dinamo Zagreb, there's nobody that can compete with Dinamo from the squad. Maybe Hajduk, but not even Hajduk.
Yeah. No, I get it. David Taylor says, but it's always been like that with a dominant team in each league. PSG, Celtic, PSV used to be Ajax, Bayern, Leverkusen. Man City have won their league 4 times on the bounce. Yeah, I was going to say, I think Premier League has to be in there in a way.
Yeah, but Man City still is pretty competitive. They don't have a clean sheet every week or whatever because they're playing against they still concede against Brentford or still maybe just have a tie against
Yeah, fair,
Southampton.
fair.
But it is PSG is an argument that I could accept. To be honest, PSG is one I could accept. It's changing a bit now.
Yeah,
Let's
they
see who
don't
they're
keep
gonna
clean sheets
buy.
all the time and
Yeah,
everything. You
they
know,
never
like
clean sheets.
right,
Yeah,
yeah.
Bayern.
And now they're losing Mbappe.
Yeah, yeah.
Are we gonna see? Are we gonna see Real Madrid be the new PSV next season in Champions?
It's gonna be similar, very similar.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Real Madrid is gonna be a bigger problem because they will have so many freaking top stars. You don't know who's gonna play.
Yeah, it's tough, isn't it? Might be a lot
Man,
of
you have
rotation.
if you have Rodrigo, Vini, and Mbappe, and somebody else, and Jude, and whatever. You know, one of them is always gonna be a
Right.
uncertain DMP somewhere. You know, and
especially in the
yeah.
Champions League nights and the weekends, and it's a blessing and a curse, isn't it, having that midweek utility, as we all mentioned.
sure.
You're better off having. You're better off owning not the rubbish, but like the second string players, like your Brahim Diaz's and stuff for the weekend, because they end up smashing on the weekend, and your Vinny and Rodrigo's end up resting. So
For sure.
and then you could throw Mbappe into that as well.
On champion, I stand firm. You should have a Serie A dev stack and offense from Bundesliga. I think that's the best thing you can do.
I mean, yeah, there's more goals in the Bundesliga, so yeah, you could argue.
There's
and
the
more
most
clean
goals
sheets
in Bundesliga, and either Serie A or Ligue A. If you have something like Lille or that keep a lot of clean sheets,
Brest or something like
yeah, something like that. They keep a lot of clean sheets.
No,
Gonna see. It's gonna be interesting. Who's
like
gonna
David
get
says here,
promoted?
like there's new teams that come out in every Leverkusen this season, Villa, Sparta Rotterdam in certain times this season. Like there's all there's value in finding the not biggest team, basically. Finding the one or two below that could really compete.
For sure, but
because no one
I
really
can tell
thought
you,
PSV would smash this year. Let's be honest.
no,
Nobody.
yes,
Like you knew they'd do well, but you didn't think
I
they were
think
going to be a step ahead of final. There's no way. I'm sorry. There's no way.
I don't think they have been so much a step ahead from scoring wise than Feyenoord, but I can guarantee you that the best players to buy from next year in Holland, in the Netherlands, are still from PSV and Feyenoord. It's still going to be those two teams.
Yeah, I agree.
And that's what I mean.
Yeah.
And I don't hate them because we got away a bit from the argument. I just don't think they should be in a league together with the MLS. That's
Right.
all I'm saying.
Yeah, and Belgium.
Because the MLS and
Belgium
because
MLS are very similar, I would say, as far as like you
Yes.
said, there's a nice spread of quality. But like you said, yeah, Eredivisie
but
is a bit lopsided.
especially the MLS, there is barely a freaking game with a clean sheet in the MLS. Like you can't compete against a Benitez or whatever every weekend. It's just not going to happen. You can with Messi and Lucho Costa for your outfield players, but you don't have a single good solid defender in the MLS that pulls you out your 70s every week like Hanko or Boscagli or whatever. You don't have that. You don't have you don't have a goalie with a higher L15 than 55 basically. Right. And that's just not fair from the MLS point of view.
No, I get it. I do. This gets into the conversation then. Do you think we should have like single leagues? Like the Premier League has its own comp. Do you think MLS should have its own competition? We have a full license. Why not?
I think the MLS could be big enough, as also on the platform Sorare.
I agree.
To have its own competition.
That would be fun. That would be really fun.
To have its own competition for sure. Like for real. And like I feel bad playing my Division 1s, my MLS in Division 1, because I know they're gonna get wrecked by at least my dev stack, and I don't have any dev stack from Challenger, but I'm too good to play in Division 3. I would love to play Division 3 at the moment in Challenger because I wouldn't play against the PSV and Feyenoord stacks, and I could easily play my MLS stacks and still easily win money because I still think Division 3 and Division 2 are still very good. You don't really have an incentivized to play Division 1. It is gotten better, but it still can get a lot better to play Division 1. But the problem I have right now is I'm playing Division 1. My outfielders are performing every week. So unfortunately, I always stay in Division 1, but I never perform good enough to win something in Division 1. You know what I mean? Because my back is too bad.
Mm-hmm.
And
No, I get
now, finally, my brothers from Brazil got once a pretty clean sheet, so I
it.
could compete.
Flamengo.
So I could compete. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I do. David says here, though, MLS should be in contenders, let's be honest. The standard is nowhere near PSV or final, hence why they don't score as well.
Yeah,
My
for
only
sure. They
pushback
should
on
not be
that,
in challenger.
right, I agree. But my only
But the
pushback
problem
on
is
that is
Messi.
the
You
league.
cannot play.
Wait. The
You
league
cannot.
is set up differently in that there's a
Yes,
cap,
for
right?
sure.
Like the league is set up MLS now where everything is equal,
Yes.
where, Eredivisie is just not. And I know the Belgian league isn't as well. So you could argue that it's not necessarily, the other team's fault in the Eredivisie, but regardless, the structure is different. I'm not saying that's the only reason, but that has to play into it, right? Taco Slayer dreams about MLS only. Yeah, honestly, that thought really does spark interest in my brain. I really do like that one.
It
Yeah,
is
that one's a
the
fun
only
one.
viable solution for the MLS because it's such a random league and so random. That's why I love it so much. And in no other league in the freaking world except the Norwegian league, maybe you have 50% of the grounds playing on artificial grass. Yeah, that's just the MLS. You know what I mean? And so I think it is. The MLS was created to be equal, and that's why the MLS, in my opinion, is one of the greatest, if not the greatest league to watch, because every team has 3 DMPs and the rest has to be great. There's not a team with 11 DMPs. DPs, sorry, not DMPs,
Right.
DPs.
Yeah, I agree.
And that's what makes it great. But that means also that in most of the cases, of course, there's also MLS teams that are bigger and some that cheat, like Inter Miami, because they basically have 8. They basically had 8 ADPs. But
right, yeah.
but that makes the league so interesting, and obviously you're more equal, and you can't compete against if PSV is playing against. Pizza Zwolle or Heracles or Almere or whatever they're called, like
I know there's definitely disparities. Like we can't we can't hide away from that.
like
Also, Alex Coombs just said,
I give you one example. Sorry for saying.
No, you're fine.
I think every single MLS team, like 80%, you have your Montreals and your Portlands at the moment that are not in that category, but the most of the MLS teams would beat 80% of the Dutch league, like easily on a day, like 80% of the Dutch league for sure. But every single MLS team would also be destroyed by PSV and
like 10-0 probably.
Yes, and that's the problem.
Yeah. By the way, rewards are out.
Why are rewards out?
I don't know, but do you want to open yours on stream?
Why are rewards out?
I don't know. Alex said rewards are out.
Yeah, rewards are out, which is completely strange. You see, this is what ramps me up with this company.
Right.
There was one nice constant.
Get your screen on. Come on. I know you got a big rewards day today.
Nah, I don't
Come
want to
on.
click my screen.
Come on. Raul says 20-0. I wouldn't put it past PSV.
Do you see my my cards?
We're on. Come on, the boy.
But I'm not opening the boxes because I like
to
do
the cards. Just do the cards and do the boxes later. I saw you won a lot of cash, didn't you? Didn't you win one of the tournaments?
Yeah, I became second in season and 1 and 3rd, as I said.
Wow.
That's the second one.
Yeah.
And that's the. Yeah, I have to show you. Look at my Captain 40 Super Rare team. That bonked me off. Okay, let's open this one.
Come on, tier 4. 270. What has he got? Oh, Uruguay? Oh, Araujo? No.
Facundo Malo.
Okay.
I have to ask Isco for that one.
I actually won a Rosario player last Friday.
Let's check
Reynoso reward incoming. That's funny. Imagine.
I wouldn't mind that, to be honest.
I know.
He's gonna
Dutch goalkeeper.
Jeffrey De Lange. How much is it worth?
Good for tier 3, by the way.
Yeah, but that's very good. 29th.
That's actually
good. Now the big one.
Great age as well. What's this? Tier 2, is it?
Tier 2, yes.
Ooh, okay.
You ready?
I'm ready. Come on, someone good.
Why the fuck are rewards out? Like, sorry, I don't understand you.
No complaining. Come on. Was that Colombia?
Mid. Andres Gomez.
Ooh.
Forward.
Wait, that's weird. He's actually a good player, but why is it? It came up as mid, right? And then he has a forward.
He came up as mid, yes.
He's a good card. He scored. I think he scored last game. I don't think he
Yeah,
has
he
great
scores.
AA, but he scores goals. Yeah, he's good.
He scores goals, and I need forwards anyways. And he's
Forwards
under
are tough to
21.
get. Yeah,
Boom.
that's nice. That's really nice.
That's pretty good.
That's sneaky good. Yeah, it is a really nice card, though. Come on, get the boxes open, Feder. Come on.
No, I can't get.
Come on, you've only got. Come on, you've only got like 8. Come on.
You want to open 8 level ups?
Bro, you might get a unique in the premium. Come on.
You want to have 8? You want to have 8 level ups?
Nah, I think you'll have a
Can
card.
Can I open
Apparently, you
them?
can click claim all. Apparently, you can click claim all. Jonathan says.
Alla point, yeah, true. Okay.
Ah, nice. That helps. Come on then, box time.
Okay.
What has he
now, where do I see my boxes?
It should be at the top. Yeah, refresh. Okay,
yeah,
there they are.
Exactly.
Come on then.
Let's
do the rare ones.
The rares one.
Yeah.
One. Okay. Do we have a second? Yeah, we open this one first. Open this shit first.
Unique and bad.
Normally, those ones are the best, to be honest. You know. Okay.
Which ones? The second?
The shittier ones.
Interesting.
I never got something out of the big ones, and I got Ederson of a shitty one.
That's weird. Was he a tier? He must have been a tier 1, yeah.
He's a star, Ederson.
Yeah, but you couldn't get you can't get Edison in a shit box. No, you couldn't. Like when I won Diaz, like I couldn't win a star rare in that box, if that makes sense. Like,
okay, then he was a tier
you know what I
1
mean?
at that time.
You might be a tier 1,
injured, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, we have. Okay, do we open this one first?
Yeah, do two.
Oh, that's a card, no?
No, isn't it? Is it something to do with the colors or something? Like it changes, or
I don't know. Are you ready?
Ready?
Boom.
Come
on. Give me a card.
Oh, come on, level ups.
Fucking. I have never won a mystery shirt. I would be happy with a mystery shirt as well.
Do they have them in these ones?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, that one was slow. I thought. Is that it?
Hate
you got a couple more.
I have like 2 more, I think.
Come on.
2,
You've got it.
3.
Oh, you got 3. That's nice. I've got a feeling, Feder, you're going to get something.
Yeah, I hope so. If not, it's your luck.
That's slow.
Level up.
Come on.
I love these boxes. Oh,
level up, man. Come on, last one.
Nah, level up.
What's that? 8 for 8? Yeah, funny, actually. I have 8 boxes as well, but I don't have any super rares. But
open them. First, now it's your turn.
I'm making a little video on it. So like I'm making a rewards video.
Are you?
Sorry.
That's not
bad. Yeah, look how he's been good, mate. He's been really good.
Not bad. In season as well. Woo!
Yeah, that's a really nice card. What was I gonna say? There's Big Layson. Okay. Do you want to end it here or what?
Yeah. No. We can still keep going. And
okay.
I hate those boxes. They get you. They get you. And then
you love the boxes. Don't lie. You love them.
Of course, I love the boxes.
What was I gonna say? I don't know what I was gonna say. We don't play sharper. I mean, okay. Question then: is Sorare gonna be a better game in August from now? If that makes sense. So with the changes, no caps and all that thing, things we're getting rid of, is it going to be a better game for you? I know it's hard to foresee that because we're not playing it, but what do you think?
I don't think so.
You don't? Than now? You don't think it'll be better?
I think it's going to be a much better game than now.
Really?
Got you on that. No, I think it's
really?
I think it could be a very cool game, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I just am very interested to see how they're going to handle this new complete influx of new in-season cards, where all the users have this in-season teams now that then become classic season cards, and where to play them all, because it can't be their goal that you basically sell half the gallery every year. It can't be their goal.
No, I know,
because that would kill that would be the last straw for the market.
Right? Yeah, secondary market would literally.
Yeah.
Literally died.
Die.
David says here, you
Yes.
need such depth now. Teams playing 60 games a season, the top players can't play every game. It's like buying the backup goalkeeper. You just need to do it with your outfielders now, which plays into Sorare's hands. Like, it means we have to buy more cards, obviously, but
Depends though.
I don't know.
Depends, because you don't need to play the outfielders or the backups. You can just also play the second or third best in that position in that league, and then you can play him when your star man basically is not available.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is, at the moment, you would play the rest and cap to 40, cap to 70, something like that, but you can't do that in the future anymore. So,
right.
It's going to be interesting.
Do you think they extend it? Do you think they give us 4 or 5 teams than 3?
I think they're gonna give us 4 teams, to be honest.
You do? You think they extend?
I think they're gonna give us 1 team every, but I hope it's gonna be more, to be honest. Like, for real, I hope it's gonna be much more.
Because there's just going to be so many so many players in our galleries going to waste every week. Technically, more so than ever. Like I had loads this.
More so than ever. That's the thing.
Double more so than ever. Basically, on average, it's going to be tricky. It's going to be tricky. I'm not saying everyone has 6 teams going out in every competition right now, but yeah, it is going to be it's going to be tough to navigate. I'm not sure how they're going to exactly cope with that. I mean,
by the way, I'm making you responsible for getting shit in the boxes.
Come on, you had a good tier 2 though. That was a good tier 2.
That's not bad, yeah. I can't complain with that one, to be honest.
Yeah, under 23 as well.
I need a good challenger. I need a very good challenger defender in Super Rare. I don't have a good challenger defender Super Rare. I have Harriel, and at the moment I need 2 good teams. I can't line them up because I don't have any. Because Glassens is bad, Elliot is bad at the moment. Vigneault's not playing for Flamengo.
What do we think? SO11?
That would be my dream. SO11 would be my dream, or SO7. We can start
7,
with SO7.
Yeah, I think 7 sounds fun.
SO7 and then work it up there. But that would be my dream. I'm saying that. We are saying that since years now, to be honest, that we need more players to play. Also because you need more mathematical inputs to be diverse to other managers. Because if not, too many stacks, it's too easy to have a 5-player stack.
It's just XP that differentiates.
Exactly. Yeah. So you need to have more differentials in your lineup. And that shows the best manager. So we need SO11 and SO7 or SO8 or whatever they are cooking up with. And I don't get why we still don't have that. Like, for real. I don't get it. It shouldn't be any problem. It's actually good for Sorare as well because you can play. You have to basically buy more cards. So by saying that, I understand why they don't want to do it yet, because that means new users also need to buy more cards, which means they need to invest more money. But we arrived at a point that everything got so cheap that they can't afford to buy more cards, basically.
Because if you think about it this way,
go?
If you had an SO7, and right now the ratio is what? Like for an in-season, you need 4 in-season, 1 classic.
Yeah.
If it was an SO7, you could do 3 classic, 4 in-season, let's say. So you're able to use 2 more classic cards there, if that makes sense. Yes. Just by increasing the amount of players needed in a lineup, basically. Like less cards are going to go to waste. Obviously, it's going to be a tougher game in that it's just harder to get the combinations. But like you said, it does create more demand. It allows us to line up more cards. All they've changed there is the amount of. It's just going from SO5 to SO7. That's interesting. Agent Cooper says, "What about limited?" Yeah. This is interesting. Yeah, because that would be in line with like scarcities at that point as well.
Yeah, that would be an intelligent idea, to be honest. By the way, I have to tell you something at the end of the stream, off stream, because that could be good news also for our community. Shout out to Jack Bradford. And that's a good news. And as I said, I'm gonna handle that after we come back from China as well.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I need to tell that one more time because that now actually fucks me up a bit, as you see maybe in live, because I'm a bit thinking, why the fuck sorry for the words, why? But we're not monetized anyways at the moment, so I can say whatever I want. Why the hell did we have rewards? It's just so bad. Like,
would you prefer them earlier than later?
I prefer them to be on a certain time. and always on that certain time, as it used to be the last 4 months. So what changed now again?
I don't know. Maybe there was a little bug in the system.
Because I want to know that at 8 o'clock I can log in and check my rewards, and I don't want to wait till our rewards out like the first 2 years we were in Sorare. Like,
Right.
when our rewards out, or are they not out? That was the worst. That was a waste of time and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So that actually bugs me up now, and I think that's just lazy, and that's what I don't like sometimes about Sorare. So they're so sloppy sometimes, like super sloppy. Like everybody's now on 8 o'clock, and now they put it on 8 at 6:45. Like completely random,
It is a bit random. I don't know whether they've said anything. I'm trying to see on Sorare support now. I don't think
what
so.
the fuck.
Maybe they don't even know. Let's be honest. Raul's telling you to stop crying. I agree with you, Raul.
Why? I'm not.
If
I'm
it
not
was
crying.
late, no, I know. Well, hypothetically. I mean, if it was
I
late,
want
I guess
consistency. I might be too German for that, but I need consistency in my life.
Okay.
Okay,
yeah.
and
Maybe
or at
that
least
is,
at some points.
Yeah.
I'm in this type. Maybe I grew up too German, and my Italian heritage or my Italian genes didn't come true. But I like consistency. I like to know at 8 o'clock on Tuesday and on Friday I can open my rewards. Basically,
Yeah. Some people are just not like that, but yeah, I guess there is a lot of people that are quite
No,
methodical.
I think the majority would like to prefer to have a certain date, and I don't mind them to come at 4
I don't know.
o'clock.
I don't care, honestly.
Like they should just give them out when the freaking game week is closed. That would be the best scenario.
Well, yeah, but let's not talk crazy.
In the past, they didn't want to commit to that date because they had issues and everything, and so they couldn't commit to it. So they committed to 8 o'clock. But now you're committed to 8 o'clock, and now we have 7 o'clock. But that doesn't.
There's bigger fish to fry than that.
Yes, way bigger fish to fry. It just winds me up sometimes.
It's just one of Feder's
because it's this mentality of doing things sloppy, and then how you want to build that 20 billion company.
Yeah, but in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter, brother.
Raul said, "Don't tell me Italians are consistent." Yeah, I think that's what Feder was saying, Raul. Like Germans are, Italians are not. I think is what Feder was alluding to, right?
Exactly. That's why I said I grew up German, not Italian in that way.
Yeah. Even if you go SO7, pretty soon same situation will occur of sides with same 7 players and XP making difference. I mean, yeah, but at least
but your variance goes up by a lot.
20, like 40%, basically.
Yeah, even more than 40%. It's even more. I can't tell you now, but it's even more and more combinations are possible.
Yeah.
And if more combinations are possible, that's how you play the lottery, for example. Obviously, the more higher the chances are that you don't get it right. And of course, you can play your stacks, but other combinations are now going to be more efficient.
They might could be
more efficient. Yes,
they might say you can only have 2 players from the same team or 3.
I think 2 players would be hard because you can't basically play a def stack then. Because some people
do
play
defender and a goalie, just not double.
No, but most people double. So I think the restriction to 3 would be fine. I think most people could live with that, to be honest. I think that would be actually a good idea as well. But just have it in 3 so that you can have your def stack or your off stacks with 2 midfielders and 1 attacker or whatever, or right, 1 defender, 1 midfielder, 1 attacker. And but I think 3 is a good number, especially if you have like something like SO7. Then you have to have 3 teams in your lineup. That would be something cool. Like you have to have 3 teams, a minimum of 3 teams, and then you can choose how you want to do that.
That's interesting. Ultimate Champions have a stacking penalty, apparently.
That's also interesting. I don't think you should penalize anybody for owning their favorite club. So
right, yeah, that's that
I wouldn't encourage that. Because you can still stack your teams then. In one team you just play the off stack and the other one you play the def stack.
Yeah.
So you still can play your favorite team and you're not penalizing anyone. And but limited to 3, maybe not the worst idea.
Yeah, no, I can get behind that.
I've not played the only full stack I still play is Dinamo. That's the only one. Are you playing any full
Sporting? Stack? No, I never.
No, I can't play Sporting anymore. Can't play it because Adan is out.
Of course, yeah.
And there's like 2 cards of Israel and nobody sells them.
Right. Yeah. No, I don't play any fulls. Definitely not. I don't have. I could play. No, I couldn't. I don't really
You
have
don't even
anyone.
play the. You don't even play the Japanese boys in full.
Not fully. No. Like for this in-season comp, I bought a. I could, but no, I don't. Like I have a full team, but I rarely play a 5. You know, just because sometimes the mid. Like I don't have Gustafsson, who's like the best mid. So. Um,
Why don't you buy him though?
There's like 5 on. There's only
Mhm.
5 minted. There's
There's
literally
only
5.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
Nobody's selling.
Maybe 6 now. There was, the bundle went earlier actually, but no, I didn't. Maybe I do have. I bought a few in season UR cards for.
How is this? Last question of the day.
Go on.
How is this J League special going? Are the prices good?
2,000 for the rare comp at the top.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
2,000 is big
for
money.
3 weeks as well. The same every week, I think. Like 2,000.
And the competition, I assume, is not too big.
No, I think there was like 600 entrants. Well, I don't know exactly. There's like 700 entrants. There's 150 cash prizes. So
a lot less than MLS.
Yeah, I can't remember what MLS numbers were, but
how much was first for MLS? I think it was like 3,000, something like that.
Maybe
like
it incrementally went up though, didn't it? Like it finished.
The
last week was higher. Yes. Where J League. This is the first week, so we have it this midweek. We have J League on the weekend, and then we have another week. I think another weekend. But I'm excited for that. I bought a few cards last night. I spent like 90 pounds on.
I saw that. That's why I asked.
3 in-season cards. I didn't need to do it because I had another like set of in-season J League, but they were a bit risky, and I thought, you know what, let me just go for it. Let me see if I can actually put out an okay team, So and everyone's at home, so I'm hoping we can get something from that.
I should have. I won so many Japanese boys. I should have
sold them.
One, two. Yeah, just sold them.
Do you have any goalkeepers?
The only one. I won a super goalie. I won a super defender. I won another super forward and another super forward.
So you could have played it super almost.
I could have played it easily, but I sold them all.
Mm-hmm.
The only one I kept was this Mao Hosoya.
Hayoso
from Reso, because I think he's pretty decent. So I have him.
Yeah.
It's the only Japanese J League card I have.
And
Kashif Banganda.
The defender.
Yeah, that's 2 Japanese J League cards I have basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this might be a pity, but at that moment, I wanted to buy other cards. Built the Napoli stack, which is shite.
Yeah, I mean, it might get better next year, maybe.
I need a Cristiano Romero. That's the last rare card I actually want. Nobody's selling a Cristiano Romero for a decent price.
Well, you won enough cash this weekend. I'm sure you can.
I'm not gonna buy him cash. I want to just swap him. That's the thing. I want so many cards. I have so many cards to swap. That's the thing. I don't want to buy him with cash. The cash is only reserved to super rares, basically.
I've just had a message off Shaforikal, and he thinks that you're off on your Croatian analysis.
Yeah, he thinks?
Yeah, he says, so funny. Listen to you two talk about HNL, and it's just so wrong. He is who does he support? He supports somebody that's like not amazing.
He supports Rijeka or what?
No, it's not Rijeka. No. He said
it's if
I mean, Rijeka did.
I love HNL. I love HNL. The only thing is it's what I meant is that Dinamo in 85% of the cases wins the league.
Right, yeah.
Same as PSG, same as Bayern Munich and all that stuff. And which you don't have in leagues like La Liga, because there you have Barca or Madrid and sometimes Atletico. Or then you have it normally in the Premier League, but recently you have a monster called Manchester City. And then you have Serie A, which was also a long time where you have 9 years where Juve won the thing. So it changes. That's the beauty of football.
Of course. Yeah, it evolves. But I know Dynamo.
But Serie A has been great. Serie A has been great. The last 5 years, 5 different winners.
Yeah, that's a good advertisement, isn't it, for the league? I think I like seeing other teams win it. Is it?
Sorry, some games are so boring.
I know.
I mean, not entirely the style of football is boring. It's just some teams to watch are so boring. It's crazy.
Yeah, because they just defend.
They just defend basically.
Yeah, they just don't like the ball. If they have the ball, it's just in their own half. Like they're just happy to just pass it in their own half without any penetration. Agent
But
Cooper said Romero tonight after get a Romero tonight after he scores 0.
yeah, I hope so. Agent Cooper, that will be my dream. I need Romero for my Copa America Argentina stack. Then I'm done. And I have Emi Martinez, Romero, McAllister, Enzo, and Messi.
That's nice. That's real nice.
That should do the deal, to be honest.
It's a nice Copa team. Really nice.
That's a very nice Copa team.
We're gonna make a move there.
Yeah, we're gonna make a move. Just wanted to clarify. I love HNL.
No, we love the league. We're just obviously not.
But I have 2 Dinamo jerseys. Like I don't even have 2 Bayern. No, I don't have 2 Bayern jerseys, and I don't have 2 Milan jerseys. But I have 2 Dinamo jerseys.
Yeah.
And I'm gone.
I'm gone. Get that out. No, you're still here.
Okay.
Assistant after China. Wish you all the best there.
Yes, it's gonna be fun.
I hope they don't hack into your Sorare account.
I hope so as well. That's why I got a VPN.
Nice. And safe travels. And we'll catch you next week.
Ciao.